Tuesday, April 7th. I'm finally going to get some video of the seawall. Although we're down towards the west end of the seawall. And you can see today that there's a pretty big mist that's coming in off of the Gulf. And it's almost like a fog. Mist, fog. It is fog, I guess. It's kind of misty in some areas, but it's like I'm not getting wet right now, so I guess the proper term is fog. You really can't see very far down the road. If you want to look down the beach here, you can't see far out into the Gulf. And that direction that I was walking from is got a lot of fog down there, and it's been like that since early this morning. It's about 11:30 a.m. right now, but that is what the seawall looks like. There's people walking up and down and riding bikes and jogging up and down the seawall. The seawall has not been closed, but I found out after I posted my video yesterday that they did extend the beach closures until the end of April. At first they had said until April 5th, which was 2 days ago. And once again, they don't have any of these signs posted on the beaches themselves. Now, I haven't been to every beach on the island. I don't know if some beaches might have a closure sign posted, but the Bermuda Beach, where we're staying, they still only have a sign up that says no vehicular access. And there was even... When I was recording yesterday, there was even a vehicle out there on the part that said no vehicular access, and there were a couple people getting out of the car and walking down to the beach. They didn't stay there very long. I didn't put them on video because no reason to do that. I don't really care what other people do with their own time. But they were the only ones out there. There was no one else out there on the beach, and when I drove out of the neighborhood this morning, there's no one on the beach right now either, so... But I did read on the website that they've got the beach accessed, the closed beaches extended until the end of April. That seems kind of extravagant to me, being that today's only April 7th. But they didn't call and ask me for my opinion before they made that decision, so I guess they can do what they want to. I kind of don't think it'll last that long, or I hope it won't last that long, but I guess we'll see. They are public beaches. One thing I don't really get... I'm going to turn here and look at this sign. This is Babes Beach. That's where I am right now. So if you're familiar with Galveston, you might recognize this part. They've got barricades across the staircase leading down to the beach right there, and they've got that all up and down the seawall as well. So one thing that I don't really understand is, why are the beaches closed for exercising? I saw one post, and this was not in Galveston. This was talking about beaches elsewhere in Texas, saying the beaches were open for exercise only. I think that maybe that was... I don't know where that was, but it wasn't here. Well, that's loud. I don't know what they're doing. They're working on this, got some construction workers out there working on that landing of that one apartment building. Condo, probably. It's probably a condo. I don't think that's a, yeah, they're condominiums, by the sea condominiums. Anyway, what I was trying to say, I don't understand why the beaches are closed for exercise. Like, if you want to run up and down the beach or jog up and down the beach or just walk by yourself or even with someone that's staying in your own household, what's the problem with that? I don't get that. If they want to keep people from camping and congregating and having parties on the beaches, okay, I can kind of see that, leaving aside that they don't really have any legal standing to do that, or at the very least their legal authority to do that is somewhat in question. But I don't see the problem with people running up and down the beach by themselves. I don't get that. where's the harm? Get on the beach, jog a mile this way, jog a mile back, get off the beach. So some cities and some beaches are allowing that, but not, from what I've seen, nobody in Galveston is allowing that right now. So I guess it is what it is. But I wanted to get some shots of the Gulf here and the deserted beach, because you don't see that very much. There's always people at this beach. This is part of the Seawall where they don't charge for parking, down towards the west end. I want to say that street right there is 87th. I could be wrong about that number. All right, I was driving back home and I decided to stop here at Jimmy's by the pier and just get some video coverage of this place. Looks like they're open for carry-out. They have groceries and espresso bar you can see there, but you can see the fog on the pier, and you can barely see the pier because of the fog is so thick. And the wind coming off the Gulf right now is not too bad. It was much stronger yesterday than it is today. But this is another part of the beach. That's where the rocky area starts. I said earlier that I thought that street behind me was 87th. It was actually 75th. I had my numbers wrong. We're right across the highway here from Magic Carpet Miniature Golf. And there's nobody there. They don't have anybody working today, but there's music playing and the water park is running, it looks like. So just something a little bit different than what I had before, because Jimmy's on the Pier is it's a cool place to hang out. They've got decent food. It's not the best food on the island, but they got a heck of a view. You can walk out on the pier. There's always people. I say always. Not today, there's not. There's usually people off of that pier fishing. You can go in here and buy something from Jimmy's and get free access to the pier. I think you have to spend a certain amount, or you can just pay to get on the pier and walk out there and do some fishing directly off of it. Small little plug there. Never used these guys, but it looks like a good option if you're wanting to go charter fishing in Galveston. Local beer sold here. Hey, that's that's always a good thing, right? So you can see the pier down there a little bit better than you can see it over there. If you look at Jimmy's at the top there. All right, so the sign on the top of Jimmy's says curbside grocery. So I think they offer that on like a normal basis, because I think that sign's been up there longer than this condition has been going on. But if you want to order groceries, if you're on the west end, don't want to drive any farther into town, that's an option. I'm pretty sure they do beer to go. And this is another good shot of the beach. Nobody gave the seagulls the message about no beach access. Apparently they have a pass. So that is down here. I'm looking at the cross street right now. Now I'm at 89th cross street going that way. The streets are all numbered, starting at the east end, going west, 1st Street, 2nd Street, etc., etc. This is 89th Street, and like I said a minute ago, I was at around 75th Street, so it's pretty much the same as life on the island here. Again, there's people out and about, and there's stores that are open for pickup, curbside pickup, carry out, etc., depending on where you're going. But life goes on. It's foggy and humid and a little bit muggy and warm in the city of Galveston today on the Seawall, stranded on the island.